and just get fucked over.
Yeah, there's apparently some changes to stuff like Wits End and Leandries and different things that have made it so that you can actually have a lot of resistances against mages, because mages can now do stuff like that. You just have to know how to build your anti-magic now.
So what's been happening more recently in Standard League right now is ADC tank top lanes have been becoming more popular again. But instead of just being like a normal ADC, you like actually build tank, like proper tank. So if that's the case, I'm curious if like tank ADC is going to become like true meta.
It'll look, it'll stay that way until they fix ADCs where they're not like so reliant, because you can be the most skilled motherfucker on an ADC right now. It doesn't matter. A tank can outplay you by hitting 2 keys, and if he hits those, guess what? You're dead.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. It sucks playing my main. I suffer. That's why I don't play League much right now.
Just play Mage Fortune bot lane.
That sucks.
Okay. I do believe
Mage Ezreal bot lane.
That also sucks.
Okay, before we start,
With new items,
what do you
maybe?
feel about Smolder?
I feel like
Smolder's he's a perfect roaming mid laner. Like,
yeah, that's what
his kid is so strong. Like
that's what somebody said as soon as they saw him the first time was that guy's not gonna be played AC. He's gonna be played mid lane roam.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna literally play him exactly like I play Neferi. Like you just like roam mid, you poke occasionally, and then like if you can't, like the moment you get them to a point, you all in, and then you just roam, and then you get free kills, and then you just carry for no reason. And you just play passive and then win. Like that's all you have to do with that.
I'd like to see your play style and see what you do as Neferi.
I play passive. Like I literally will sit behind minion wave, and I'll look for getting my bleed off with the first Q. If I need to manage the wave so it doesn't crash into tower, I'll prioritize that over getting the first Q. But if I land the first Q and start the bleed off on the enemy champion, you should be in range to immediately dash in with E. That gives you a guaranteed proc on your second Q, and then you W out for free poke, and you practically half health them no matter what level you are, even if you're behind. Because you're building lethality, you do so much damage. So you can just sit behind the minion wave, and then if you can't get your dash on because they walk out of your range, you can just like sit and poke them with the bleed over and over again, and you'll get them low enough to where you can just dash in, and you like rarely have to ult. And I mean, to be fair, I'm playing in, I think, bronze at the moment is the elo my account's in. So I'm getting like silvers, golds, and like occasional plats. And
it's like my account where I've never played ranked, so I just like every time I just slightly get into league, I just stomp people in solo.
Well,
I
get
mean,
ready.
Your account's elo is in iron.
Next,
it just keeps degrading.
Next season, they're changing it from like that kind of matchmaking to.
Oh yeah, that looks really cool.
The other fucking.
It's like statistic space. So like, as long as you play well, if you have like good CS, good vision score, good objectives, and a decent kill
so it's not,
KD.
Not win-lose base?
No, not anymore.
Not
whenever
MMR.
that update comes out.
Yeah. So you're gonna see a lot less potential of people just like diving just for the sake of diving, because if they
I actually disagree, because I'm assuming that if you win, it still will impact your LP loss and win ratio. However, I don't think that that's going to be the main factor. So you can because that would affect like hard assassin players in jungle, I think, too much negatively if they made it like that powerful. but I also expect people like, top lane being an island and then like never TPing to help with team fights. That's going to be even more so the case because like now you can just like go into a game and say, I'm never helping in team fights because I'm going to have a perfect score and then I can still have like LP gain. So more people are no longer going to be like doing any like
They're just gonna
helping with
be
roaming or risking anything, just like staying in lane forever.
they're just gonna have a Q farm Nasus fucking
I'm curious if if like a challenger Nasus main will get rank 1 off that system change.
somebody
I
just
think it'll be
takes
really, really good. Like the idea is awesome, but depending on how they implement it, like it can very easily screw over a lot of players.
somebody gets diamond off a Nasus bot and just Qs and runs away.
Yeah.
So
I also think the hidden passives would be cool too.
Hidden passives?
you get like small things if you do certain types of things against certain enemies.
Jin
Depending
and
on
Hui have a passive. Whoever kills each other first, they get a certain kind of buff for their character. It's busted.
it's not busted.
It is. Jin gets like 333, I think, lethality added, percentile added to him.
I don't think it's like percent. It's probably just 3, but it's they made it like they made it very small, but it's not very like you would have to do a bunch of it to notice it.
I mean, if that's the case, then why doesn't Vi and Caitlyn versus Jinx have passives attached to it, and why doesn't the Kha'Zix
Well,
Rengar
they
rivalry have like an actual?
they probably
probably do.
will now.
They
They-
now okay.
Now
Yeah,
when the
people
season
are
starts, they did before where it was cops and robbers who killed Jinx and who killed the people shit, but you didn't get any
Well, yeah, but
stats
nothing
for it.
happened. It was just.
But you probably will now.
Eh,
I think they
actually
should
gives
just
you
take
different
the
types of buffs.
passives
I don't
from
know if I like
Arena
that.
and just throw them on a fucking normal game.
Okay.
I mean, that would be fun if they added arena stuff to Earth.
No, just make a game mode where you just get all the passives, but it's everything else is normal.
That would be painful.
You just get to draft cards at random levels.
So are y'all ready to start?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yes.
Too much leak talk.
Okay. Last time y'all finished up Lady Luck's dungeon, got out after fighting a big skeleton slot machine, and before that you were chasing a giant crow that flew off into the distance after grabbing a deer, which I don't remember if it was Den or if it was Jordan, one of the two, who teleported after it and then fell back down to Earth.
Oh, I fell back down.
But yeah, you guys are currently outside of the dungeon with your new items and stuff.
So now we need to go after the thing that flew away before we went into the dungeon. Which direction?
We can either do. He went up to the mountain, right? Like this way
No.
or that way.
Basically, from where you guys were, you were in the forest over here, and he headed off in this direction. And as soon as he hit the mountains, you could no longer see him. Like his figure disappeared as soon as he hit the mountains. Mountains were too tall for you to see.
Do we have anything that we could track? Like, I mean, the boy maybe, but like, we never got any scent of him. But like, did the bird leave anything where we were at last time? Did we even check?
I mean, Den might have. He was on the bird.
What was the question again? Sorry, I kind of like.
Do we have like the ability of tracking that bird thing?
I can go for it. I'll try. I'm more than welcome to. That's like kind of my thing. I got animal handling and survival.
Well, no, I think they're meaning the. Are you
Like
meaning
we
like a
have a
spell
physical
level?
object of the boy that gives us
You're
help.
right. I mean, like it's up to final. Do I have enough to like have his scent?
I mean, you would. I think you hit him once. You would have blood, but other than that, you would probably have to hunt around for some feathers that might have gotten left. But
Yeah, like could I have like yeah, basically it's like because like whenever I was grabbing onto him and I like fell off, is there like any way to like track him with that? Because I'm like trying to bloodhound this because I'm a werewolf with like high survival.
I mean, you can definitely try with the blood.
Yeah.
Although, like after a little bit, when it goes like dry and stale, you might lose said bonus. But yeah, trying to find where the fuck my thing is. But yeah, also you're able to track off like the blood scent because you. I remember you got to hit him before he threw you off.
But yeah, what do you want me to roll?
Oh yeah, also I wanted to make mention because I wanted to look this up because I wanted to make sure I was running it right. When you guys go to sleep in your trance state, you're conscious, like you're semi-conscious or whatever, but that
Yes.
does not mean you're like you're still somewhat aware. You still get your passive perception, but and this is from Jeremy Crawford. It would like basically impose disadvantage on that, and that would give it a -5 because you're not in full like aware of your surroundings. So that's how I'm gonna
Okay.
run it.
Right. Like well, like, usually what I do anyway is like in most games is like if two if we have two L's in our party, then they just trade shifts, and then we have like a full active guard the whole time.
Well, I'm like, if you guys all want to sleep at the same time, it's just a -5 to
Right.
passive perception. But if one of you guys wants to stay awake while the other four sleep, and then that person, or vice versa, you want to have however many numbers, because it only takes you guys 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it is like is an option if we wanted to sleep less, I guess. The because it's like I think you're ruling on it, like we can all get out of the trance. I know some people
Well, like, okay, say so one of you guys
do
got
still
attacked
do the full
while
8 hours. So
while
it's
you guys were all in trance at the same time. You're still
yeah,
aware, so if somebody got attacked and made some kind of noise, the rest of you would wake up out of it. It's just more or less you're not fully aware, which gives me as a DM like more opportunity to make things happen at night, so it's not as restrictive. That's the only reason like I even want to make that change cuz
So the only problem with that is because of my warlock stuff. My raven can wake me up and doesn't need sleep.
okay, I mean, but the Raven also has a passive perception, does he not?
It's the same as mine when it's on my shoulder, so its passive perception is 19
Okay.
because it gives me a +5 when it's on my shoulder.
no, it's like overdrawn because
I mean, I'll try that again. I only pointed that out because I looked it up because I was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
curious. Uh,
But I have to. Hey, Final.
yes.
I have an idea for your stream for D&D streams.
And what is that?
Well, when you become affiliate is probably when it's would have to happen. But you can make it so that like there's a redeem that like when you're DMing, like people can make things spawn around us, like they redeem goblins or they redeem a creature.
Make the highest one Tarask that just randomly drops on the party. Game over.
150,000 minimum for the Tarask.
But yeah, just make it so that like they can interact with your stream a little bit while they're watching. Because I know
sure
you
there's
said you
enough.
really
I'm
wanted
going to
to
use the 1188 that we have on it as well, like the points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys are outside of the dungeon, and what are y'all? What do y'all wanting to do?
Yeah, we were just gonna try to track down that thing. Is what they wanted to do. Apparently, is like I'm pretty sure. But
How did you get in here? I love you, but you're not supposed to be in here.
So I just asked, what do you want me to roll? I guess
For tracking the bird.
Yeah.
Um.
You said I could do it, but you never said.
Yeah,
what.
go ahead and roll survival.
Damn.
I mean, I'm using this, but that's normally my perception.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration?
Or if anyone's helping me, it's advantage.
Yeah. Everyone help, please.
Yeah, I'll help.
There's 3 werewolves. Other people can smell too.
I would say because he's relying on smell, that would apply on this. So 24. From where you're at, because you don't know how much time has passed while you were in the dungeon. You do get like a very faint smell. It is not strong. It is pointing you up into the mountains, like in this kind of a direction.
Okay. We'll go to the mountains. Is it still daytime?
Currently, yes.
Okay. So I think we have like 1 day left until the full moon.
Yeah, I believe you do.
So yeah, let's go up into the mountains, because worst case scenario, we freak out and kill shit in the mountains.
Now,
really quick, because I have it written down. Did last time when we got the gold pieces, the palm gems, and the dagger thing or whatever, how did we split that? Because I just have it written down, but I don't have it split up.
I believe that
I
you
mean-
and Elizabesto split it 50-50 already, and you gave me 5 of what was left or something. But I didn't do anything, so I don't remember if I gave it back or not.
Yeah, I
I'm at
also
16
have 5
now.
gold, so I don't know. Let's see, I have...
Do we split the gold with everyone in the party, or do we keep it for ourselves?
I have 15 gold.
I mean, that's a moral question for your character.
Well, I mean, that gold specifically, I didn't do anything, so I don't really mind.
Yeah, I don't really care.
In the things that we do for the city, I think we should probably split it, but they'll probably be easier to split than what was happening in the dungeon, because that, like, I think we only got like 20 gold out of that.
No,
So 10 for you.
No, you got more.
With gold?
You got more gold.
Yeah, I have 79 written down, and then 10 palm gems, and a purple dagger, and a set of small stones in a bag that has a circle image of
Oh, all that stuff.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys
I
still
kinda
never
like-
figured out what the stones do.
Yeah, because it's good to open the damn bag.
How many stones were in the bag?
So,
Say again. 12. Okay.
for us to have 3 each.
Yeah, I mean,
But I called dibs on the bag.
I don't know if the stones will work without the bag.
You don't know, because no one's taking any out.
I have a pair of glasses with multicolored lenses that I don't remember where I got.
You found that. It was either off one of the skeletons or one of the smashed chests or something like that.
Does it do anything, or do I know if it does anything?
You never put them on, so you don't know.
Oh, that's fair enough.
they're in, the crypt keeper kicks. We never figured out. We did everything else. Or the
Also have
crypt
the head
keeper
and
kick.
tail of a strange monster.
We sent back the creep kicks, right? And we
Yeah, and he's got the
ship
mimic boat, which I'm
Yeah.
currently typing up the thing for it right now. Because I'm just copying it in. You'll be able to do it here in just a second.
Yeah. Now you have a crow and a boat.
Well, the crow doesn't really leave my shoulder.
Either does the mimic.
The mimic doesn't go away.
Can I give my dice to people, or am I like the owner of the dice and I can only roll them?
No, those do not have to be attuned. You can give them to whoever wants to use them.
Anybody ever needs 2 6s to add to your attack, let me know.
Basically the way that item works is whoever's holding it can use it, so it has to be on their person. And the damage can only go to them for your moves.
Wait,
Does
my
it have to be used
damage
on-
done from me?
Yes, damage done, like since you're holding the box, damage done from you, you can use that dice on 2 times a day. And if you want anybody else to be able to add that stuff to their thing, you have to give them the box and the dice.
Yeah. I kind of figured that I would have to give them everything, but like, I assume I'm gonna have to be within a handing distance, right? Whenever we're in a fight.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, unless you want to give it to them beforehand.
All of us put one hand on the box, and then whoever hits.
We're all just like walking around in like a weird circle holding a box.
Good, yes. Everybody ball up for fireball.
3 of us
Counterspell.
teleport away. I think all of us can do that actually.
Yeah.
As a
The box
reaction.
gets destroyed, but we all just poof. No, I don't think it's a reaction. I think it's a bonus.
I don't have teleport.
What kind of elf are
Just
you?
cast darkness on the box so they can't target us with fireball because they can't see it.
I'm a CL.
Okay. So no, I don't think you have the elf teleport that we have.
I have
Yeah,
dark
I don't
vision
think
and
Amber does either.
child of sea, fey ancestry, friend of the sea, trance. That's all my traits from my character.
Okay, we get the dark vision, trance, and the teleport, and that's it.
My god, man, I hate when like,
Yeah, I don't
that's one
have
does.
the Misty Step either.
Okay.
Fucking typed all that out and then roll 28 per the norm. Fucks up, man.
Damn.
Well, like,
Okay, so how far did we go?
nah, it's fine.
Message.
I think he's still entering in the
I mean, you guys can do what you need to do. I can see the screen. I'm just entering.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
I'll finish it later. But
Where
you
was
have
it
the basic
selected?
stats for the mimic there, Jordan.
Sick.
It also
on Discord.
it can breathe air and water. That's an important thing to note.
Okay.
Wait, what mimic?
He's got a
My,
mimic boat
I have a tiny boat.
that can fly around.
Oh yeah, I forgot the boat was a mimic.
It does so little damage.
Right now, though.
That's adorable.
What does the purple dagger do? I need that.
It's in the chat, I think. Yeah, Murder of Crows dagger uncommon.
Crow dagger?
Yeah, that's the one Amber got.
I'm gonna pin the message that has my description so I can remember it.
I just copied and pasted it into my features section and made it an item.
Can you help me do that?
You literally already know how. You just hit the features and trait, hit the plus sign, write the name, copy paste. I got a mold earth shovel that I can summon undead servant once a day with.
That's pretty sick.
And it's considered a battle axe, so I can make it big whenever I grow to large.
You know, bonk people.
Yeah, and I have a giant shovel, so I can just be like mold earth, or I could just literally take a giant ass shovel and start digging. I wonder which one's faster.
Probably mold earth, honestly.
Do both simultaneously. Just
Okay, but
I have a question about the mimic ship.
what's your question?
It says it has a 30-foot move speed, but it only has a 20-foot fly speed.
Yes.
But it's the size of a bird.
For now,
Does it use its tiny little, like, I guess,
if it's on the ground,
like appendages to wiggle around?
Yes. While in the air, it does
Okay.
that. If it's on the ground, those little appendages shift, and it kind of just walks on those.
Okay. Okay. I didn't think it could walk.
Let's put it like this. As your character, you've probably heard of mimics before. You've never heard of a mimic that could fly, so this is like kind of rare.
It's also not trying to kill me.
No.
Theoretically, if a mimic mimics a bird, it can fly.
But is a bird an object?
Yeah.
No, it's a living thing.
It's dead.
They're invented by the government to spy on us. I'm pretty sure they're
Birds aren't
objects.
real.
Okay, so from where you guys are right now, you have 2 paths you could go, or possibly 3. You could either follow the river up into the mountain and go that way. There is a more rocky path to climb, like this way.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you were over here, you would have seen you can try to skirt around the mountain. Now it's up to you on which way you want to go. Or you could just as well go out this way and go around.
I say we climb the mountain.
Climb the mountain.
And it's not like just straight rock climbing fucking kind of shit, but it kind of gets somewhat like that in some areas, just a little bit. Like you have to do like a quick jump in areas, but nothing too fucking bad unless you're going all the way to the top of the mountain.
We, since it is one day till the full moon, what is the plan for the one person that is not a werewolf?
Do we want to become a werewolf? I don't think she heard me.
I don't know. I mean, can't I just be an elf? Do I have to be a werewolf? Because
You
then
don't have to be. The issue is that like we have not done the
Let's put it like
sanctuary plan in order the ceremony in order to not be like under evil control during full moon times.
yeah. So when the full moon hits, they're gonna go full fucking rage mode.
oh no, I did not think about that.
Yeah, so
Oh
Final
god.
will have control of our characters, not us.
Yeah, and you're the only person who is not going to be in that.
That's why I was like, let's separate from everything and go in the mountain.
Maybe I take a different path than you guys and go somewhere else and check and just try and look around, and we decide after the full moon.
Okay, so split the party. And then split the party for the night, basically.
Yeah, basically, just for the night. I go check out. How do I freaking ping in here again?
Hold,
Just
click and hold.
yeah,
Yeah,
click and hold.
Long click.
Long click.
We'll give, since you're gonna split the party, we'll give you your token. So you guys can go whichever direction you're wanting to split up. I'd say for the group going on the mountain path, you'd probably be able to get about 2 squares inward, like from where you were. So 1 already, and then wherever you want to go from there. Before nightfall hits, and
My question would be, how many blocks do I need to be away from them to be safe?
you don't know.
Yeah, this has never happened before.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna try and get as far away this way. I'm gonna go.
I have one question, Final.
Yeah.
Before we split, these undead servant that I summoned, how does that like function?
So basically, it takes the stat of a skeleton, zombie, or crawler, and
Right.
basically, it's like a animate dead type situation where it will follow a command you give it.
Basically, I'm wondering if I can send it with her and without having like some kind of connection to it.
It dies after an hour, I think. Does it?
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Dies after an hour. Okay, so it's only useful for like one
Wait.
time.
Where did the last thing we see the old man? I can't remember what happened to the old man we're looking for. I might could just go see about looking for him while you guys are gone.
That
I don't
would
think
be
we have any information about him.
that
they
would be
just
the
both are
doctor,
gone.
and you don't know. The only thing the people were able to tell you is from the city. He basically left here and then headed northward. That was the last they saw of him.
How about this? You're a sea elf. You go to the sea. We can't swim. You can. It's problem solved.
So I'm 2 blocks away from where I started here. So is this close enough to the sea? Like, if at night, what happens if I move one further?
I mean, can you
I would go like
again to refresh my memory? Because sea
Well, I
elf,
mean, if I
can you
awesome,
breathe water?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
I mean, you could just sit in the ocean then if you really want to.
Yeah.
The Goo Lagoon.
Good lagoon.
Yeah. You could just like full mermaid it and just be like, oh yeah, they can't get me down here.
Oh, ooh, ooh. Are there any fish in this ocean that I could speak to right now?
While there's an awkward silence, Elizabeth, I sent you a message on Discord.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
You all get to Palm Gemstone.
I'll take the 39. You did most of the work back there.
Hey guys, give me just 1 second. Hold on.
Okay.
Something sounds like a robot.
I think he just cut out because he left real quick. Yeah. The only thing that sucks about my shovel is that it made my damage die go from a 12 to a 10.
Oof. Yeah.
But because it's a versatile weapon, it still has great weapon fighter. So
My character's about to go deaf in one ear.
that's not good.
Yep.
Why is that?
Well, because the mimic it's a ship and it has a cannon on it, but it can only fly 20 feet, and I can go really far, so it's gonna stay on my shoulder and use its cannon. It also gets to shoot twice if it doesn't move on its turn. So if it's on my shoulder and I move, it still gets 2 cannon attacks.
So you're just gonna have like you're gonna be like a guy with like a bird on one shoulder and like a ship on the other, just like full pirate.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am a land pirate. Raw.
I am a land pirate of the cloth.
Yeah.
If you don't abide by the word of God, I will torture you until you believe.
Are you gonna go Pact of the Chain?
No, because I don't think I want a third thing to have to deal with that. Because like my Raven sucks, and the only reason it's on my shoulder is for when I get Warlock 6. Because then I can turn into the Raven and fly around immune to damage.
But if you have Find Familiar, you have another Raven, so then you can have yourself mixed with a Raven flying in circles, so they don't know which one you are.
But I can't take damage. So the other one is just there to distract them for no reason.
No, it gives you the help action. You get advantage. I don't know. It's whatever.
Okay.
Tome sucks too. Blade kind of sucks if you're not fighting up close.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I think I'm going Blade.
Or whatever. Can I read the book from about the Underdark?
Yeah, sure. I think I said last time it gave you a bunch of like general information about what somebody's like escapades were down there and what they saw. It cataloged like a few monsters and a bunch of different type of like mushrooms and foliage that they came across. it's not in huge detailed description, but it kind of notes some things on like
Like if I come across it, I'll be able to recognize it though.
yes. After you, yeah, it was like after you, read it once or twice or something like that.
I think I'm just gonna start going through these mountains, trying to, if we can't keep track of that thing, just start looking for like animal caves, like bear caves or some shit looking like that.
Okay. So it being nighttime, I'm assuming you guys are gonna sleep now.
I'll sleep whenever I have to, whatever time.
I take a trance.
It would be that time of
If it's nighttime on the full moon, I don't think I have a choice to
no,
sleep.
it's not the
The night
what was it?
before.
Yeah, it's the night before the full moon.
Okay, then I don't care, honestly. Because I mean, like worst case, we're exhausted whenever we're raging.
That might not be a bad idea, honestly. But we're not in the city, nor can we get back to the city. So,
Yeah, fair.
bedtime for werewolf Bonzo.
All right, well, sleep. Do we want to trade off or just take the negative?
I mean, we don't really take the negative because my
okay.
Raven.
Yeah, we don't take a negative. Okay. I think she does because she's alone.
Yeah.
She has like some shark that pops up.
No, don't get final ideas.
I mean, yeah, as soon as you entered the sea, I already had like ideas, but you know, it's whatever. We'll see.
You even asked him for a fish to talk to.
I didn't mean something that would hurt me.
Well, I mean, what if it insulted you and it hurt you on an emotional level? Would that still be considered
rapier it in
hurting?
the eyeball.
Damn. It's unfortunate for whatever tilapia might come across you.
And yeah, if you want to talk to a fish, there's fish. There's fish all over. They're like what would be the most common kind of fish in the ocean? I guess we'll say a fucking trout. I guess. There's also crabs.
Okay, once I wake up from my trance, I'm gonna use my friend of the sea to kind of just like get a sense of like what's happening around me. I'm gonna ask them like, have they ever noticed the giant like try and convey the image of like I explained to them that this giant bird creature that is massive, does it ever come to the sea? Just trying to get some ideas because I got to go back and look for it, and if I can, this is the only information I can glean. So, like, does any fish respond to just like my communications at all? If not, like, or if they do, can I talk to them?
Yeah, I mean they would respond to you since you're able to talk to them. They would tell you they don't know anything about a giant crow.
Well, I have to use my speak with animals to actually talk to them because the
Oh.
friend of the sea only allows me to like understand that they know something. I'll have to use my speak with animals to actually talk to them.
Beast can, blah, blah, blah. I can understand your words. Yeah, I mean, as soon as you like getting near you, they would a couple like you would probably have a crab and a fish that would stop and look at you. And if you're gonna do, yeah, if you're gonna do
I
that,
use my speak with animals.
so yeah, if you're gonna do that, and ask them about the crow, they would tell you they don't know anything about a crow, but they would make mention, Let me roll a general intelligence check for both of them. Okay. From the crab would tell you that he's surprised that you stayed the night in the water instead of on land, because recently there's been a kind of creature around like the coastal area, and it's pretty big, and it's been just eating everything in its kind of path.
I'll ask it. How big is the creature that's coming through here eating everything?
With its little crab arms, because it is a tiny creature, it kind of extends his arms out as big as it can go. It's like, like this big.
So, do you know what a well is, Crab?
He looks to the fish, and they both look back to you. He's like, I believe I've seen one before, possibly.
It's a really, really big creature, like 40 times bigger than me. Is it that big, or is it smaller than that?
I'll say with the 16, the crab would tell you it's, going based off my memory, it's not that big, but it's bigger than you for sure.
Sir Crab, do you know of any place that I could lay low for the night within these waters? I don't know if this is sir. I might have offended it.
Best thing you could do is try to find some corner of the like water to sleep in, I guess.
Are there any small caves or coves that I can go to around here at all?
Let's see if either one of them would know. Okay, yeah, the crab would tell you on a natural 20 that
He just takes you to his house. He just
yeah, he points you in a direction. It's like, me and like he doesn't have hands, so he can't count. He's like, me and a bunch of other crabs have been staying in this like kind of small opening, so that way we don't get eaten during the night, and we only come out during the day when we can, possibly see something coming.
Okay. Do you mind? I will give you. Let me see if I have any rations or anything on me. Okay, yeah, I have two. I think 2 rations. I don't know which number is the how many I have and how many. There's 2 numbers. There's one before the rations in the items thing, and there's 2 at the end.
Let me open it up real quick. See, so yeah, the thing on the right is going to be the weight, and the stuff on the left is how many you have of it.
Yeah,
but just disregard the weight. I don't even.
Okay. Well, tell him I'll give you 1 ration if you allow me to stay in your cove for the night to try and hide from this creature.
Crab doesn't even like think about it. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll take it, and it'll feed me and other people, so we don't even have to go out and hunt.
Okay, I proceed to go there. I'm gonna do my trance in their little cave.
When you get to the little cave, it is a very tight squeeze. You were basically, with you and the rest of the crabs in there, you kind of have to like basically but yeah, basically you have to go in feet first, and you're kind of like barely get your head in, and you're basically laying on top of the crabs.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay, I was looking to see if I had any kind of transform spells that I could transform myself smaller, but I don't think I do because the size self is just making myself look different. It's not
Yeah, that's not gonna
actually
change.
it's not gonna actually change my
You can
dimensions.
seem one foot
Yeah, you can seem, but it's not gonna change it.
I don't
Well,
know
okay,
how,
so actually,
but
I'm going to use my disguise self. Hold on, how long does it last? Because I was gonna say it's 1 hour, so I'll at least. Dang it, I need to last longer because I was gonna say I'll transform myself into a crab. I like my head.
No, this isn't a wild shape where you can do that.
Oh dang! What would I need to be able to do that?
You would have to be a druid.
Ah,
yeah, multi-class druid.
Only druids can
okay,
wild shape into other
And then you have
animals.
to get to like level 11 so you have a swim speed or some shit. Whatever level that is.
okay. I guess I'll just squeeze in with these guys and give them my rations. This is disgusting. I'm not saying this to them though. This is my thoughts.
Well, it's either that or take a chance in meeting Mr. Big.
Yeah. You also could have just like slept on the beach because like worst case scenario, you just jump in the water.
It's too late. I'm in the crab cave. I'm taking the trance.
You know what? For the shit of it, let's just say 'cause she's in the water, and that was the whole point of her going over there for you guys being werewolf mode. We'll just say tonight's the full moon, and you guys are gonna go full rager.
Okay.
To go ahead and get that out of the way. Uh, so let me roll real quick since you guys have your character sheet. Whichever one of you has the highest survival, could you please roll that for me?
I got +5. What about you, Jordan?
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Mine's +1.
Oh, okay. I'll go. 22.
And to answer your question, 3 of the party is werewolves, the other one's not. So tonight's the full moon, and they're going rager. That's what's happening. And with that, okay. So as the full moon comes out, the sky's clear, and you guys can clearly see the full moon in the night sky. You begin to lose yourselves, and
Just the music.
Are you gonna try it then?
What? Oh no, I'm
I was like, you can try it and see if it worked, but my character is absolutely not doing that.
doing
yeah.
what though?
Anyone that wants to can. I have heroin. If someone wants to fight the wolf with heroin, they're more than welcome.
So yeah. About like what is it, 8 or so hours or however many hours later pass. You guys wake up in a completely different location from where you were. You are currently
Are we still together?
yes, the 3 of you are.
Let's go.
You guys all wake up in a you don't like it's not the same location where you started to lose consciousness. You are in a cave and you have warm as you wake up you feel warm kind of liquid all over your body.
Sick. We got a free meal.
And as you get up, I know you guys' passive perception's high, and you do have dark vision. You wake up to find you guys are surrounded by what seem to be dead kobolds.
Oh no, was
Okay.
one of them a werewolf?
Uh, in the current room you're in, that there seems to be about like 5 or 6 dead bodies. And they look torn to fucking shreds.
Okay. Question: whatever happened to that other werewolf?
He kind of fucked off.
Okay.
What have you guys done? We're gonna have to deal with that.
Well, it wasn't in the city, so our cover's still fine.
If anything, it's actually just like an alibi.
What, not
That was
knowing
the
where
plan?
you were?
No, like having a werewolf just roaming around. Because like if we do something, we would just blame it
Oh,
on him.
okay. Yeah. We know that there's a kobold werewolf somewhere, but we don't know where it is. It definitely wasn't us because we're not werewolves. We're totally not werewolves.
Uh, so, what would you like to do as you guys are waking up covered in fucking blood and shit?
I guess just
I'm gonna
loot.
clean myself off.
Give me the loot.
Yeah, did they have any money?
Valuable.
Anywhere in the pool of viscera surrounding us?
Yeah, I check my surroundings.
I'd say the most you find is about like, what, +5 on top of that, so 21 silver pieces. It seems like
7
these
silver
were
apiece.
like this wasn't a full fucking like tribe of kobolds. This seems like a maybe it was like
Okay.
an outpost or something for them, but whoever was in here, you guys fucking just like eviscerated. Their weapons are broken.
Okay.
There's not much
Is-
left of the bodies to identify. Hey, these were
Yeah.
kobolds.
Does the cave keep going, or is it just like a small cave? We can see the entrance. Like, what's the
You
deal
can't
with
see
that?
the entrance from where you guys are.
Okay, so I guess explore, try to get our bearings in the cave.
Also, remind me, werewolves, when you guys go full rager, doesn't all your equipment drop, and aren't you guys naked?
Not unless we go into a wolf. We can still be hybrid wolves and not drop everything.
But when you go full rager, don't you go full werewolf?
No, full werewolf. Full werewolf is the hybrid technically, because wolf form is like us getting on all fours, becoming a wolf. So I don't know. It's however you did a thing, because we can't carry stuff as a wolf because we're an animal.
Doesn't all of our stuff turn into our form though? In
No,
wolf
because
form?
we're not druids.
Ah.
But if we know we just turn into wolves automatically, we would have just like thrown our stuff in a chest, buried it with the shovel.
Okay, for this one, we'll say, for the sake of it, because we didn't discuss that before, we'll say you have your equipment and you're not naked, but yeah, after leaving that room, you walk for about like maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds to another chamber. And this one, pretty much, there's just viscera everywhere. There's, you can assume this is your handiwork. There is no, like, chunks of body left. It is just blood and entrails and internal organs everywhere.
Nice.
And I'm assuming you're gonna want to try to see what you can find in here.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go through everything and just explore the cave because we have to either find a way out or figure out
Well,
where we're going.
from in here, you can see the exit.
Okay.
And for this room, roll me a percentile die, somebody real quick.
I got an 18.
Okay. Amongst all the blood and viscera, while scanning the room, there is a like wooden kind of woven basket type thing in the corner that's just covered in blood that is drying. You flip it open, and sitting in in the corner on like a rag, I guess you would call it. I don't know what it would actually be sitting on, but yeah, just a rag. There's two like blue kind of sapphires. They are very small, but still not. They luckily didn't get covered in blood.
I'll take him.
Put on the food really quick. I can still hear everybody. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, so they've become werewolves. I'm gonna leave the water and go back out into the forest, and I'm gonna do some speak with animals again, and I'm gonna ask any of the birds or any creature that is nearby me, like if they can do me a favor, because I'm gonna see if they can't find, like at least find them somewhere, and then tell me where they're at. I know that they're in a cave, but I don't know that they're in a cave. So that's what my plan is.
Let me roll to see what kind of animal you get. Okay. With that, you're able to like speak with a deer. As like you approach it, it kind of startles, but as you like able to speak to it, it tenses, like it gets less tense. And you were asking about the party, or what were you asking about?
So yeah, I'm gonna ask it. So, Sir Deer, or what kind? Do I know its gender? Does this look like a boy or girl? Does it have horns?
Yes, it has horns.
Okay. So, Sir Deer, I am searching for my friends. Last night, they turned into werewolves. Have you seen or heard of any werewolves in the area?
The deer tilts its head at the word werewolves. Do you mean? And then it responds to you. You mean regular wolves, like the ones that come around here sometimes? It's like it's trying to figure out what you mean by a werewolf. It doesn't know that word.
Well, so a werewolf is when a human has it's kind of like a spell or a disease. You know, they on the full moon they turn from humans into or from elves. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me correct that. Into from elves into uh wolves. Have you seen any humans that may or may not have been wolves? Some strange wolves in the area. They would have been very aggressive.
It's like explaining rocket science to a fucking third grader. The deer still looks perplexed. Um, it it would mention that it heard a lot of howling last night, but that was way, way off in the distance. And as far as like people turning into wolves, it's still like just looking at this deer, you can tell it's kind of like a young deer. It hasn't seen a lot. Um, so it really doesn't understand the concept of people like you turning into wolves.
Okay, so have you seen any wolves in the area? There would have been 3 of them. I've never seen them, so I don't know what they look like in wolf form. But have you seen any wolves around?
It would mention that it saw like a wolf the other day that tried to get like a squirrel, but it was like it didn't stick around to watch. But that was the only wolf it's seen in like a couple days.
Just one singular wolf?
Yep, one singular wolf.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go into the mountains and I'll ask for animals along the way. Wait, hold on. How long does it take to move a square?
More than 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to cast it again, and then I'm gonna use all of my level 2 spell slots.
I mean, to be fair, you can ritual cast it, which means you can do it for free, but it takes 10 minutes to cast. Instead of just
Okay, I
being
might do that
immediate.
next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Just ritual cast it a bunch of times.
So basically, if
Yeah.
you're wanting to talk to an animal that you can find in the mountains, you would probably have to trap it and then talk to it.
Wait, I mean, if I ritual cast it, I could just ritual cast it and then talk to him, right?
Yeah, but it takes 10 minutes of you standing still, like,
Yeah.
not
How long does it
moving.
Yeah, I
last?
could just do that, and then I could just walk around for 10 minutes trying to find animals.
Okay, go for it.
I'll
What's
just find some animals nearby, and then I'll like birds or something. I'll look for like birds or any animals off in the distance, and then when I see something, I'll cast it, and then I'll go looking for that animal. So I'll move. How long does it take to move 1 square?
Fuck, I couldn't give you a certain amount of time. It's like an hour, couple hours, something like that, because it's got to progress throughout the day. So yeah, if you're casting it again there, you would, since you're near a stream, you would definitely like see some birds flying around.
I'll wait to talk to them until they do their cave thing.
Okay, back to the other party. You guys walk outside of the cave and kind of inconspicuous.
I say we find the coast because that's where she went.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking originally too.
Hey, we don't know where she went.
Right. So you like?
Yeah,
I can send my
same
raven
thing. I'm
scouting.
going into the mountains where you guys went.
Oh yeah, why don't you send your raven to fly out and see if he can
I
find
don't know
it?
how. Let me see how far away it can even get from me.
I think it's 100 feet.
While it's with I can communicate with it telepathically within 100 feet.
But you can send it out, I'm pretty sure, however far, but you basically would I think you have to give it like a command to say, "Hey, go out this far," and then come back and report to me. That's how that shit would work.
Mm.
You just
Yeah.
and then you
I
have
tell
to
it to go look for the
Uh,
go look for the sea elf by the coast and see if you can spot her in the forest, and then come back and report. So I want him to kind of scout this
just
area.
just say like this, like just point where you want it to, like which way you want it to go.
you know what we should have done? We should have planned a place to meet up before.
Probably should have.
Yeah, because I mean, I
Well-
could have guiding handed us anywhere if we planned a place.
I wanted to go here, and then wait, how do I do that? Here, and then back.
When we get outside the cave, I can thaumaturgy howl.
I mean, you can do that if you want to.
What do you think?
I'd say let's go for that. I'll send the crow out to do the triangle search pattern. I guess I'll have to come back here because I assume we'll be going towards the coast.
Thaumaturgy howl.
Okay. At the same time as you're like looking for some birds to talk to, and there are some, you hear, and it is very loud because it's echoing off of the mountains. And it's already 3 times that, but with the echo effect as well, because your guys are kind of high up. You hear this very loud, echoey yell, Elizabeth style. And
The
it,
crow. Okay, I look around. Is it the crow?
no, the bird would not be there yet, but you would be
Okay.
able to tell that the noise came from like that way for sure.
What was the sound? It was just like a
A,
loud.
Howl.
a loud howl.
But they're not wolves anymore.
They're always wolves.
We can be wolves. We can be hybrid wolves at will.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna
I
wait. Hold on.
before
Wait.
you